Hey everybody and welcome. We're diving deep today into something that I think is super important for anyone out there running VMware Cloud Foundation.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's all about getting those essential diagnostic insights from your environment.
Yeah.
And this is especially important, I think, now that VMware Skyline
Right.
has gone offline.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to focus on a specific method outlined in a recent blog post
Right.
that uses a PowerShell script to pull this data
Uh-huh.
directly from VCF operations,
Okay.
version 8.18.2.
Yeah,
This is the kind of stuff that can be a lifesaver
definitely.
when you're working with VMware support
Oh, absolutely.
or even, trying to keep your security team in the loop
Right.
about what's going on.
Yeah,
Okay, before we get lost in the tech weeds here,
sure.
I have to bring up that Helen Keller quote at
Okay.
the start of the source material.
Okay.
Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much.
Yeah.
It's like a mission statement for IT almost, right?
Absolutely. And I think, the author Dale Hassinger really embodies that spirit.
Yeah.
He even credits another blogger, Brock Peterson, for inspiring the script. And, it's just a great example of how sharing knowledge benefits the whole community.
Totally. Speaking of knowledge,
Yeah.
for anyone who's not super familiar with VCF,
Sure.
could you give us a quick breakdown of what VCF operations is
Of course.
and why this diagnostic data is so important?
Yeah. So think of VCF operations as the command center for your entire VMware Cloud Foundation environment.
Okay.
So it's where you monitor the health and performance and security of all your virtual machines, your networks and storage.
Gotcha.
And the diagnostic data it generates is basically a stream of events,
Okay.
like logs, but richer in detail.
Uh-huh.
This data can tell you everything from why a VM is running slow
Okay.
to if there's a potential security risk brewing.
So it's kind of like having a black box recorder
Exact.
for your entire virtual infrastructure.
100%. And with this script, we can actually decode those recordings and use that information to make better decisions about how we manage our environments.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Now, this PowerShell script,
Yes.
what makes it so special?
So it does a few key things.
All right.
First, it connects securely to the VCF operations API.
Okay.
That's how it talks to the system.
Mm-hmm.
Then it generates what's called an API token,
Uh-huh.
which acts like a temporary key to unlock access to that valuable data.
Okay, I'm following so far.
Okay, cool.
Connect, get the key.
Yep.
Then what?
Then the script really shines.
Okay.
It takes all that raw data from the API and neatly organizes it into an Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, okay.
This is where Doug Fink's Import Excel PowerShell module comes in, by the way.
Okay.
Version 7.8.0 to be precise.
An Excel spreadsheet.
Yes.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, it suddenly makes that data much more user-friendly.
Totally.
And Dale goes even further.
Oh, wow.
He included optional code that can automatically email that report to anyone you want.
Okay.
Think your security team, or just yourself for regular checkups.
Now, that is slick.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you have to manually run this script
Right.
every time you wanted that report?
That is a good point. That's why Dale recommends using VCF Orchestrator
Okay.
to automate the entire process.
Digest.
It's built into the platform and allows you to schedule this script to run automatically,
Okay.
say every week, and deliver that report right to your inbox.
Okay, this is getting more impressive by the minute.
Yeah.
So we've got this script
Right.
that pulls all this valuable data,
Yep.
puts it into a readable format,
Uh-huh.
and can even automate the whole process.
Exactly.
Did I miss anything?
Just one thing.
Okay.
Dale has generously made the full script available on his GitHub repository,
Awesome.
so anyone can download it and start using it right away.
That's awesome. We'll definitely include a link in the show notes for our listeners.
Great.
Now, Dale also has a section in his blog post called Lessons Learned
Yes.
that I found really interesting. What
Mhm.
stood out to you there?
I think the biggest takeaway for me was how he emphasizes the importance of the community.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been able to create this script without the contributions of others.
Right.
Like Brock Peterson's initial work with extracting diagnostic events.
Mm-hmm.
It really highlights the power of collaboration and how much we can accomplish when we share our knowledge and expertise.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And it's not just about the tech, right?
right.
It's about the spirit of helping each other out
Totally.
and making everyone's jobs a little bit easier.
100%. But beyond the warm and fuzzies, the real question is, what can you do with this data?
Right. So we've covered the challenges
Yeah.
and security considerations.
Right.
What about the pro tips?
Okay.
What advice would you give to someone who's just starting out with this script and wants to get the most out of it?
First, don't be afraid to experiment.
Okay.
The beauty of this script is its flexibility. Try different configurations, play around with the filtering options, and see what works best for your environment.
Turning it into a little science project.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Second, leverage the power of the community.
Okay.
Dale has been incredibly active in responding to questions and feedback on his blog post.
Awesome.
And there's a vibrant VCF community out there full of people who are eager to share their knowledge and experiences.
Yeah, we talked earlier about how this whole script came about because of community collaboration.
Right.
It's amazing to see that spirit in action.
And finally, don't underestimate the importance of documentation.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
As you customize the script and develop your own workflows, keep detailed notes on what you're doing and why.
Okay.
This will save you time and headaches down the road when you need to troubleshoot an issue.
Right.
Or explain your process to someone else.
Solid advice. It's easy to overlook documentation when you're in the thick of things, but it pays off in the long run.
Absolutely. And with that, I think we've covered just about everything there is to know about extracting diagnostic data from VCF operations.
Yeah, we've gone from zero to hero in just 3 short parts.
We have.
We unpacked the script, explored the potential benefits, addressed the challenges, and even shared some pro tips.
We did it.
It's been quite a journey.
It has.
And we've only scratched the surface of what's possible.
Right.
The real value comes from taking this knowledge and applying it to your own unique environment.
Couldn't agree more.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So to all our listeners out there, we encourage you to download the script, experiment with it,
Yes.
and see what amazing things you can discover.
Have fun with it.
Remember, the power of this data lies in your hands.
It does.
Use it wisely, use it securely, and use it to make your VCF environment the best it can be.
That's it.
And that brings us to the end of this deep dive.
It was a good one.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.